Welcome to the 17th episode of Hot Boxing Talk, South Africa's very own online boxing talk show. We spoke to Hayden Jones and Cyril Hong. Why? Because it's the middleweight weekend. Triple G goes up against David Lemieux, and we spoke to those two gentlemen about their opinions, who's going to win and why. And we spoke to Alfonso Thyssen about his comeback to the Hot Box Gym. This is the 17th episode of Hot Boxing Talk. So this week we are focusing on the 160-pound division, the middleweight division, and of course it's Triple G's weekend. And I say Triple G, but let me put the gentleman on the spot. Does David Lemieux, have a chance against Triple G?
Of course he has a chance. He hits like a truck.
Do you think he has a chance?
He has a chance.
So is this chance based on his firepower enough to beat Triple G?
No, of course, and he's also coming from a good camp in Canada, so of course.
Okay, if you were to win, it would be probably the upset of the year, yes?
Sure.
Definitely upset of the year.
What's your prediction?
Golovkin in the 11th or 10th round.
You think it's going to go that long?
Yeah, I think
Hayden,
both will have them.
Hayden, do you think it could be a situation of Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearns, an absolute war for like 3-4 rounds and then someone getting knocked out?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going to go for long. However, it could be that both guys will fear each other's power and not really use their natural style, I'd say. So maybe it could either be an early knockout or it could go the way where both guys are fearing each other's power and it goes later.
But you're still going for Golovkin?
No, still going.
Okay, so here's a question for you two guys. What happens if Lemieux catches Golovkin flush?
I think Golovkin has proven that he's got a chin. He can take that.
Yes, but hold on. He's never fought a crisp, clean puncher like Lemieux before. So what do you think will happen? Because obviously I'm a massive Golovkin fan. He's my favorite fighter in the world. But I'm asking you, what happens if he gets caught flush? What do you think he'll get rocked, buckled, dropped? What do you think?
I think I think he'll get buckled, but I think he would recover.
For selfish reasons alone, I'd like him to maybe catch a clean shot and see how he reacts. Do you think he can get? Do you think? I suppose anyone can get knocked out, but do you think Lemieux can knock Golovkin out?
Well, we've never seen Golovkin knocked down or anything like that, so, or his chin tested. So it would be nice to see him tested and make a comeback, see how he reacts in a situation like that.
So you reckon 10 or 11 rounds Golovkin? I'm putting you on the spot. Who do you think?
Golovkin, 8.
8. Do you think, because I mean there's that debate, Andre Ward would beat Golovkin. Besides Andre Ward, let's not talk about him now. Do you think there's anyone in the world right now who can beat Golovkin besides possibly Andre Ward?
I think he cleans out middleweight and super middle.
And if Floyd Mayweather decides to come back and fight at a catch weight between light middle and middleweight, who do you think?
I think Golovkin would be too heavy for him still, even at that weight.
And he probably hits too hard, right?
No, for sure.
And on the undercard, we have Ring Magazine's pound for pound #1, Roman Chocolito Gonzalez fighting Brian Valoria. Question I want to ask you, gentlemen, because obviously the favorite in this contest is Gonzalez, but he's rated #1 since Mayweather has retired. Do you think he's worthy of being rated #1 in Ring Magazine pound for pound?
Sure, he is. I don't find like a pound for pound #1 not being able to be a main event fighter as a pound for pound #1, but sure, skills wise, definitely.
Do you think he should be #1?
I think he's proven it. I mean, he's beaten all in front of him, and he's taken on good quality opposition and he's beaten them.
Okay, now I don't want you guys to agree on this. Who is #2 pound for pound in your opinion?
Andre Ward.
I would say Andre Ward, but he hasn't been as active, so I'd say Kovalev.
Kovalev and Golovkin definitely in the top 5 though.
Sure.
Which makes a great weekend for boxing.
Yeah.
You've heard it from the two gentlemen right here on Hot Boxing Talk. Hot Boxing Talk welcomes the terror Alfonso Thyssen to the Hot Boxing Talk. It is an initiative that we started about 4 months ago, myself and Hayden, and welcome back to the Hot Boxing first and foremost. Let's talk about you. You've been out the ring since December last year. You've had 1 or 2 personal issues, family related, and you left the gym and now you're back. When can the fight fans expect you back in the ring, realistically?
Hopefully early next year, when my management and of course you and Fusi feel that I'm ready. And yeah, I just want to get back in the ring and start mixing it with the best in the country and take it from there.
So you're still rated as a middleweight, but we've spoken about possibly moving you up to super middleweight. You started your career as a junior middleweight, but you've grown. And also, grown also that you're not disciplined with your diet sometimes. But that's another subject altogether, not on camera though. But let's talk about you where you would feel comfortable most fighting, because you spar with Reino and you do well against Reino. How would you feel fighting in the super middleweight division?
Middleweight, super middleweight, I mean, it's only 4 kilograms. It's not a much big of a difference. I don't fear anyone at super middleweight or middleweight. So either way. If I had to look on the world stage, I would think as Badu Jack and James DeGale, there's much easier guys to beat than someone like Triple G. So yeah.
So let's talk about your career. You're 9-1. You lost your first professional fight, but then you've won 9 straight. Tell us about what it was like losing your first fight. You know, I mean, young guys turn pro and they have this idea that they're going to become world champions. How did it feel losing your first fight?
Well, with my first fight, I never planned to fight. I got into the gym. One of the guys had to pull out. They got injured in sparring with a body shot, and I found myself. I joined the pro gym 4 weeks later. I was in my first fight, so I took a bit of a rush. It was also at the super middleweight division. I was a young guy, and I was winning the fight, and I just got caught with an unlucky shot. And I guess it happened. Some of the best fighters that have lost their first fights, Junior Makabu, Joe Frazier, one of the greatest fighters. So I feel like that first loss is hopefully the only loss that I'm going to ever have.
So you won 9 straight afterwards. Where do you want to be in your career? So let's fast forward 2 years' time. Where would you like to be?
I would have liked to, in 2 years, to have won the SA title or WBA Pan African title, whichever one comes, defended a few times, and hopefully by that time I'm climbing up, I'm starting to make an impact and getting ready to challenge for the world titles.
So you're 22 years old. Realistically, how long do you want to box for?
I love boxing, and it's the only thing I've ever known, so I'd like to closer to 40, maybe 38, around there, playing up my gloves.
And then after boxing, so let's fast forward, you're dating Daniela still. Obviously, you probably want to eventually marry her and have kids. I hope she's watching this. But would you continue the legacy? Because I know your dad's involved in boxing to a certain point. Would you want to be involved in matchmaking, training, managing fighters when you finish boxing?
Yeah, definitely. I see myself as one of those guys that will dedicate their life, whether even after as a fighter, whether it's promoting, training, being an assistant to somebody. I'm yeah, you know. So it's what I know. So,
Alfonso Tissen's favorite fighter, well, let's go locally and then internationally. Locally, who's your favorite fighter? Besides yourself, I mean, you can't mention you.
Well, locally, I think guys like Paul Kamanga, he's a very good boxer. I've always been a big fan of Tommy Westhuizen. Heki Butler wears his heart on his sleeve. So, amongst those 3 guys, I'd have to go for Heki. He's my very close friend and he's a warrior. So.
And internationally, who's your favorite fighter?
It was a guy called Mark Alvarado, because I saw a lot of similarities with him and myself, but he unfortunately got retired by Provodnikov, so now I've started to like Errol Spence Jr.
Okay, a message for the people watching this at home or wherever they are in the world watching Hot Boxing Talk?
Just Hot Box is the best gym in South Africa, and I'm going to be the best middleweight in South Africa very soon, and I hope you stay tuned and watch this space.
The Terror speaking to us at Hot Boxing Talk.
Thanks for watching the 17th episode of Hot Boxing Talk from myself, Hayden Jones, and
Colin, Nomakanjani Nathan.
wait a minute, you're not Colin, and you're watching Hot Boxing Talk.
Yo, what's up guys, this is DJ Creel, and please subscribe to the Hot Boxing Talk.